Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we get to review, Zach's favorite thing in the entire world, Stagg Jr.
I mean, yeah, it's basically like one of my favorite things. It's one of the things I hunt for every year, and I hunt very aggressively hard for beg, steal, and borrow. And this is... Well, was that just a healthy pour?
You know what that's payback for? You remember that Willet pour that he gave me?
Yeah, well, whatever. Actually, that was your son's fault. Anyways.
It probably was my son's fault, but...
This is batch 17 of Stagg Jr., the last junior.
The last junior.
The last ride for the Stagg Jr.
I'll be interested to see what this thing looks like after... You think they're just going to keep it the same and just remove the...
That's all they're doing. They're totally... They're going to keep everything the same from what I've read. I don't know. It could all change. And just take the junior out. Because, once you turn 18, I guess you're all grown up. You're all grown up.
But that doesn't make sense because you technically can't drink till you're 21. Technically. Actually, I guess you can drink whenever you want to, but...
Legally, technically, YouTube, we're not encouraging anything.
We're not encouraging. I'm just saying,
But is this just brilliant marketing by Buffalo Trace by saying it's not a junior anymore, it's an adult since manhood or whatever?
No, it's accident.
Go ahead and put down in the comments below what you think. Is this just more brilliant marketing by Buffalo Trace?
They got close and going, we're at 16, 17, 18 will come out in 2022. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and...
But who changed it up at 18? 20, 25, 30? I get that.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. Put it down in the comments below why you guys think, because we kind of go back and forth on this. And also, while you're there, hit the like and hit the subscribe button while you're here. So follow us for more cool and awesome content, or at least semi-awesome. Further ado.
Yeah, we'll see. There it is.
One of my favorites every year.
Ooh, right away, it's just fruity, kind of like I get this great thing on the nose of it.
That is really fruity. By the way, if y'all couldn't tell, I've had a couple sips.
I figured.
And also shout out to my Breakfast Club last Saturday, or this might be 2 Saturdays ago.
I'm gonna have to come to this Breakfast Club of yours.
You know.
Well, I'm gonna try to know. We'll see if I can know.
This is so fruity. Remember the last one? How dark?
Yeah.
Dark flavors, that chocolate, that caramel. Man, just seems night and day different.
Yeah, you definitely... the grape and the cherry really stand out to me.
Yeah, yes, I would agree. There's some grape, some cherry, maybe like a smidge like plum.
All right, well, down the hatch.
Maybe like a little bit of a honeydew melon. And there's also some really dark brown sugar. Like some really, really dark brown sugar on there.
I'll be honest with you. This is from all the Staggs that I've had, this is this doesn't seem like a Stagg Junior.
No, it doesn't. You know what it drinks like? It's not. Now, what I'm getting ready to say, it's not. But it drinks a lot more fruity, like some of the fruit notes of its senior.
Yeah.
Like a poor man's
like Stagg. What you've told me about it, yes. Yeah. I can see that. Because I've still not had...
To me, that's what it drinks like. I'm not saying it's like a George Cheese Stagg at all. I'm not. But I'm saying you can see the similarity from it. Wouldn't it be crazy if that was the batch that was supposed to come out for the 2021? They're like, we don't think it's a George Cheese Stagg, but it can be a Stagg Junior all day long. So
it can't be the wrinkly old Stagg. It has to be the young, vibrant Stagg Junior.
Man, that palate though, it coats
I really
well.
A lot.
Those grapes, those cherries, raspberries a little bit. It's like a raspberry jam that's on there. It has a little thickness with that raspberry.
Yeah.
Man, that's almost like on the finish. It's almost like a Kool-Aid.
I mean, hands down, the retail for this bottle and what you get, the product that comes out of this, money for money, this is one of the best things you can buy.
If it was available everywhere,
I'm just saying.
totally agree.
I'm just saying, like what you can get this
yeah.
for at the store. If you can get it at the store, it pound for pound. This is the best bourbon you can like.
But here's the reality:
you can.
So
it is true.
And even like, here's the thing that I cry about internally is whenever the more of these come out and the more people are getting into bourbon, the more people figure out that these are really, really good. And some of these people are not only figuring out something really, really good, but it's like really, really great.
Yeah.
People hunt for them aggressively now. And with that, and here's the other thing too, there's 2 batches. Now this batch I got in 2022 and it hasn't even dropped in our area. So I was lucky enough to make a trade with somebody who watches the channel and he wanted a Michter's bottle and I was like, well, I mean, I guess I can find it for you. And then he's like, well, why don't I just trade you a Stagg Junior? I was like,
you're like, yes, please.
Like, deal. So, you know, it is hard to, you know, because like batch 12 is still the best batch I think personally out there. But like the amount of where you've been able to get since batch 12 has went downhill.
This is
so much.
To me, this is completely different than 16, 15, 14. I don't think I had 12. I think my first one was 13.
You haven't had 12 because I haven't opened it yet. I have one more left. That's all I got.
13 and above, this drinks so differently than those. And those are all really good in their own right. But this suits my palate way more because I think it's smoother and sweeter on the front end and it still gives you the hug on the back end.
Well, and it's actually a really great point. This drinks so much differently than 16, which I love 16. It's so discerning.
I like 16.
And everything.
For sure.
And I love that. And that drinks night and day different. And I will say this, kudos to Buffalo Trace. You come out with basically 2 batches that are supposed to be in 2021, even though it's been delayed kind of getting to us.
COVID.
And we'll
blame it on COVID.
Sure. Yeah. And it's night and day different, like to me. And I think, close to you too. But this is literally amazing. That I will say the finish doesn't seem as long as like a traditional Stagg if I have to make any kind of critique on anything. But man, it's just so fruity. And, you know, it's great.
I'm going to go ahead and say, if you can buy it, buy it. Like, you don't even need to try it.
Well,
like, Stagg.
Here's the real thing is if, like the secondary price of it. I know some people are going to complain about secondary, and I get all of that. But realistically, it's where the majority of people are going to find it at. I mean, to each his their own. If you have money to spend on it, that's great. I won't lie. I think this is better than some of the other stuff that's on secondary. That's like 3 to 4 times as much as that. Mm-hmm. I would rather have it. So,
we're not
so good.
We're not advocating secondary or not. But just saying. Oh, we give you the info as it comes in to us and all that good stuff. But I'm just saying, like, if you happen to stumble across this somewhere, pick it up.
Yeah, fruits are like a fruit kind of note. Man, that raspberry jam note I cannot get away from. It's so that raspberry thick jam. That's what I'm getting.
Thank you for the healthy pour. Thank you, Stagg. I appreciate
Anyways,
that.
get it if you can. If not, good luck.
If you already told them to like and all that, you did.
Yeah, I did in the beginning.
So, hey, well, till next time, we'll see you.
Cheers.